Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where I was just looking at some of our options for the Vor technocracy here, and we were planning on making a bunch of claims on them with this influence, but then I saw that if we go in here, we can actually vassalize them. So that's very interesting. In the event of a status quo peace, systems we occupy will be released as a new vassal if they include at least one planet. So we can do this instead. And we don't have to spend our precious influence on that. Instead, using our influence to go after, like, the Calictora, who we may or may not be able to do the same on. Yeah, we'd have to do claims on them. The Omniforge here, we may be able to... Yeah, we can't do that. Okay, so inferior, equivalent, inferior, and pathetic. Okay, so that's why. The Vor may end up building enough of a fleet to no longer be pathetic. Okay, well, I definitely want to go through our worlds here. We'll build a system capital complex. We will upgrade an advanced research complex here. And we will, on this mining world, I think just build an industrial district. We don't really need a mining world. This forge world will just build a system capital complex. That'll be okay for now. This industrial district, I just want to cruise through this pretty quickly, solving each of these issues as we see them. This over here, we definitely want to work on repairing some of these structures that we destroyed in our bombardment. Or someone destroyed in their bombardment. I don't think it was actually us, but okay. So this would bring the Vor into the Federation, which is all we really want to do here, and this would be a much faster way to do it. So, let's go grab our fleets here. We're going to tell the first fleet... Let's see, we already have the 6th and the 2nd over here. Let's head to Lythorius, and we'll attack up this way with those. The first fleet, we're going to send out to Subterraneous. The 4th fleet to Ajax. The 3rd fleet is over here right now. Kajabis. The 22nd, Dithaforu. The 5th is currently up here. I want them to head to Bagel. And the 1st Deep can take Kachada. The 6th is down here and already has its orders. And the 2nd already has its orders as well. So that looks good to me. Let's send them out, and let's bump that up to fastest speed. So let's just get into position for this war. How long will that end up taking? 113, 71, 116, 279. This one will probably take the longest. Okay. So that was what, the 5th? Yes, the 5th. The 5th is the ones heading out over to Bagel. They don't actually have to go that far. They can go to Kashada, and that'll be fine. So that will carve a decent amount of time off of that. Cool. Awkward wormholes, but sure. So we'll get into position, and we will declare on the Vor shortly. The Omniforge can now use the Stop Colossus CB against us. I doubt that they're going to do that. This is a timed project? We've already completed it, though. So, I'm not sure what's going on with that one. Sure. Reaching for the orb is not something that we're going to do just now. So that's fine. Okay, well, let's just get into position here. We have our plan. The question is, how long will it take us to get into position, and will they build enough to no longer be pathetic and lose us RCB? That would be unfortunate if that happened. We can reinforce our fleets. We should definitely do that. I just noticed that these guys weren't at full capacity, nor are these, so we should definitely get that done. A destroyer, or rather a cruiser, 3 destroyers, and a corvette. That won't take too long to build. Sounds good to me. Most of our fleets are getting in position. They are fairly close at this juncture. We are, of course, still lacking a few key fleets. This one here, in particular, that's only going to take 90 days to get there. That's not so bad. This one is still quite far away, though. 120. Cool. So we'll just get into position and attack the Vor. This will be fine. We're going to look to subjugate them. Because after all, we have to liberate them. They need to become voters. That is the goal here. So we're going to subjugate the Vor technocracy. And then we're going to have to do similar things to the Slurpanor, the Rontor Hive, and the Interstellar Ishni Compact, as well as these associated with the Kaltora Trade Association over here. But I think our next target will likely be the Hadam Progenitors, is my going theory. Let's check in on our laws here. 849 days before we can change our succession power. Okay. Sounds good. 58 out of 16 cruisers on the first deep fleet there. That's a lot. Okay. So the fifth fleet is currently about 80 days away. These guys are about 47. Cool. And looking at these Vor fleets, they are very weak. This one is by far their strongest at about 200k. But that's not really going to be too much of a problem for us. If it catches one of our fleets alone, it could be an issue, but I don't think it'll be a problem. So the first fleet is apparently repairing here. It should get that done pretty soon. I want to check through all of these, make sure that they have admirals. Yes. Cool. So the 22nd will arrive in 15 days. And we'll get that ready to move into Surpass here. Cool. The first fleet is going to be ready to attack here. The fourth fleet here. The third fleet is going to attack here. The fifth is, of course, moving up over to... I believe we already ordered that. Yes. The first deep is going to head down to there. And the sixth and the second will both prepare to head up over this way. Actually, technically, we want to come here. Cool. So that'll take a few days. We just got some more damage there. Always nice. I guess we'll grab some building cost.
Complete.
That's okay. Ah, yes, our interstellar assembly here. So this was something that we just captured, and that gives us an additional 10% diplomatic weight. We'll definitely upgrade that, because diplomatic weight is what is currently being used here to determine who the next leader will be. And currently, with just that extra 10%, it's us. So that's a big deal. Not by much, though. We definitely want to get that interstellar assembly further upgraded. Cool. Okay, so we're still waiting on the fifth fleet here. That's about 24 days away. The fourth fleet is 2 days away. That's Disdeacon Combine. Okay. Just the fifth fleet that we're waiting on at this point. It'll be entering the hyperlane in 4 days. Boy. Definitely seeing some late game lag going on here. Okay, so we'll arrive in 5 days. Cool. We will go ahead and declare this now with a vassalized CB. Initial agreement terms of the vassal are determined by our subjugation policy. So let's go into our policy here. Subjugation war terms is currently oppressive vassalage. But we'll probably change that with their contract. Mostly all we want is to force them to join the Federation. That's mostly what we want here. So we're just going to declare the war. Vassalization as the CB. Now we're going to have to vote on that. But it should be fine. Wait, it's thinking that the war target is overwhelming? We are overwhelming to the war target. Absolutely. Okay, let's see what... Okay, this is looking good. I think we're going to succeed this vote.
to war.
Fantastic. Okay, so we succeeded the vote, and we are managing to save all of this influence, which we will probably use on the Haddam progenitors here. I would very much like to take over the Haddam. How much would that actually cost? I'm not going to do this right now. 380. Okay, cool. We'll keep that in our back pocket for the moment. So, the first fleet is going to move in here. The fourth fleet is going to move in. The third fleet, in. We're moving in with every fleet we have. The fifth is heading out over this way. The first deep is, of course, heading this way. The sixth and the second, well, the sixth is going to go this direction. And the second, up over here. Cool. I also want to get our armies moving in. And where do we actually want to invade? I don't know. We'll come down here for now, I think. This will be fine. Okay. So we are at war. Our Federation fleets will take a while to respond. They, of course, didn't know that this was happening until we proposed the vote. So, I wish there was a way we could tell them we're preparing for war on this target. You should probably do the same if you're interested in fighting. It'd be nice, but alas, no such luck. Okay. Cool. So this will, of course, be absolutely fine. The fifth fleet is going to head up over here, followed by here. And we should probably go ahead and begin reinforcing our fleets. There we go. The first deep requires orders, and it will move into Monboth. The fourth also requires orders, and for the moment, it's going to head down here, and then head up to Lyceria. Cool. Checking in on these fleets. They're just chilling in Moa, which I'm okay with. Okay, so the third fleet is going to need orders. It will head into Santidar. Ooh, okay. That's fine, I guess. It's because of this FTL inhibitor on this planet. Slightly awkward, but it's okay. The second is going to push up over this way and then come back, while the sixth goes and grabs these locations and then heads up here to reinforce that. Okay. Anything else that requires orders? Not at this exact moment. Well, now the first does. So we will definitely head down this direction. Cool. And we should reinforce any additional fleets that we need to.
Engaging enemy fleet.
So we're attacking on a lot of different fronts here. There's no doubt about that. Basically every front we're attacking on. And that's good. That's exactly what we want. So the Federation is not going to be hugely helpful for us. They're probably not going to arrive too quickly. Like, there's some Federation fleets here for sure, but it's going to take some time. Are these their powerful fleets? Yes. Fascinating. The 22nd requires orders, and it will head over to Ozagamum. That'll be fine, and we will continue to reinforce our fleets. And we can see that there are a number of Federation fleets actually coming in over here via the Tunari Vortex. So that's okay. I like it. I think that's completely fine. The first deep requires additional orders, and its orders are to do this. Cool. We're just getting huge swaths of Vor space here at this point. There's very little that the Vor can really do, to be honest. They're trying to reinforce up this direction quite a lot. But we're going to have this entire northern area cleaned up incredibly quickly here. To be honest, we can send these guys down over here as soon as they're done with this outpost, which will be pretty quick, to be honest. Any moment now. There we go. So their next goal is to head to Santidar, because these are all going to be taken care of. No problem. The 5th fleet requires orders. It is done in this area. We're going to take it to Santidar as well, but it's going to take a while to get there. realistically, we should probably just jump drive it to here and then head to Santidar. That'll probably be a better bet. We'll continue to reinforce our fleets. And this is looking great. Yeah, we're having no problem whatsoever with this war right now. So these guys will head over here. And with these guys all heading up towards Santidar, I think that we're completely safe to hit Moa with just this single fleet. I like it. We have, of course, hit Lysiria here. Somehow. Wait. How did we get here? FTL inhibited here. Oh, we came up this direction. Right, I'm dumb. I'm very dumb. That's okay. So we're going to eliminate these forces, no problem. We'll take a few losses, but it's fine. These losses are acceptable, considering that how many voters we're going to get out of this. Like, look at how liberated the Vor are being right now. So liberated. We are definitely going to reinforce our fleets after that one. And they're sending more forces into Lysiria. I think we're going to hold here for now. They're probably going to send additional forces this direction. So that'll require some work. We'll head into Edamar. The 4th fleet is just going to chill here. I think that's completely okay.
Spaceport under attack.
I mean, sure. But not for long. Cool. There's also this Vor area up here, but that's occupied, so no worries.
Station under attack.
An asteroid, huh? Honestly, I think the station is going to kill this asteroid. Yeah, I think the station has got that under control. Cool. So there's this going on. We're fighting a pretty powerful fleet in Lysiria right now. So we're going to take losses from this. The question is there other fleet, plural, there are other fleets right behind it? The answer is yes. We may end up having to retreat from Lysiria because our fleets are a little ways away, but we do have the Federation fleets coming in here. So we're a little bit overextended here. We're going to do a lot of damage to these guys, but there's going to be another fleet here right now, and that's going to be tough. So we're probably going to want to FTL this. We've got plenty of forces. I'm not concerned about that. I want to let these guys finish up. So we win that battle. We're not technically in combat right now. Let's try to run, but I don't think we're going to succeed. I'm going to reinforce that fleet. Okay. So the 22nd requires orders, and realistically, we should just do that. There we go. The 22nd is going to actually jump drive over to Lysiria. Because I think we're going to get caught here. I really do. Yes, we got caught. So we're going to jump drive in, and we will be weakened from that jump drive. The 1st Deep Fleet is making its way over. I'd like to jump drive this. I don't know why we're not seeing a range on our jump drives, but we're going to jump drive in here. Or actually, no. Wrong place. Lysiria, if we can reach it. There we go. We'll jump drive in here with multiple fleets, and that should do the trick. So the 2nd fleet is going to hit Moa, while the 6th fleet makes its way up to Selnok. Cool. So this is absolutely fine. We're going to bring these fleets. Actually, we can't really functionally bring them down to Lysiria because of the archives here. We can definitely come in and start to land on some of these, though, at this point. Yeah, that'll be fine. So we'll get started on that. And 102 reasons for not accepting this at this moment. But it's getting awfully close. Like, realistically, we should have this done pretty soon. Now, these guys I'm still going to want to retreat, likely. Or they're probably going to actually retreat on their own. But we're going to bring in these forces here. And I'm going to turn on our edicts temporarily, just to boost up our survivability here a bit. So focusing crystals, volatile reactive armor. Oops. I turned it off. There we go. Volatile ammunition and exotic gases for shield boost. There we go. So in we come. And this is going to be the big battle, right? So that'll be fine. We are going to need to figure out a way to make our way over to here. We could just jump drive it, to be honest. And that'll be fine. Okay. So we're taking heavy losses here. No doubt about that. And this fleet is going to retreat. But that's okay. We've got plenty of other forces in the area. And this is with us with a jump drive malice, right? So this is not going well for the Vor. Not going well at all.
Deploying liberation forces.
Now I want to check in on... Yeah, we did drop down on our diplomatic weight. I'm not shocked about that. But I wanted to make sure that that was going to happen. Okay. So the Vor retreated. That's perfect. We're now going to take the 22nd, and we're going to head over to Roxolana. And what's the other fleet here? The First Deep? Sure. We're going to take the First Deep and send it down this direction. We've nearly got the Vor completely dealt with. So we're going to head over something like this. Cool. So we need to keep in mind that that fleet that retreated, it'll probably come back to what? The Vor capital? I don't 100% know where it will come back, but it will come back. The third requires orders, and its orders are to head over to, like, Kamiya. That should be fine. And there's just a small amount of Vor territory left here. At this point, the Vor are at 86 reasons for not voting for this. And that should change pretty soon. Cool. So I'm actually going to go down to Man Ward here. And these guys can jump drive over to Moa. We'll go ahead and land here. Cool. 79 reasons to not accept this. We have no reason to demand peace right now, to be clear. I do want to reinforce our fleets. We are going to need more than that once that retreated fleet returns, but that's going to be next month, so we'll deal with that then. However, I do feel like this is a somewhat reasonable stopping point, so I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode, we will finish off the Vor. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Atala, Jensgram, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. Oh, I just realized I forgot to turn off the edicts. We'll do that next time too.